a doctor, we don't like what they say, we do what? Find another doctor. We go to that doctor, we don't like what that doctor says. What are we going to do next? Find another doctor. We will find a doctor that will tell us what we need to hear, or we'll find a doctor that we believe what they said, whether we like it or not, and deal with it. But we will have a tendency to keep looking. This man couldn't walk. And these men picked him up for the sole purpose of bringing him to Jesus. That tells me these men, first of all, weren't paralyzed. In other words, Brother Smith, they were conditioned. They were able to pick up the bed. Now, I want to tie the physical in with the spiritual, because physically he could not walk, but they were taking him to Jesus to address a spiritual need. Sometimes we think when we come to church, we're just coming here for the physical. And that's where we lose it. Because we should not be coming here for the physical. We should not be coming here to see who's here. We should not be coming here to let those who are here see us that we came. We should not be coming here so that we can get something tangibly from the standpoint of the physical. But we should be coming here, whether anybody's here or not, recognizing that spiritually, we are here to restore and to renew and to recharge so that we are able, ready and willing to go into the world and address the things that face us. So he was conditioned. These men were conditioned. Romans 15 is the next passage I want you to write down. Romans 15. Romans 15, the first two verses, those of you who are utilizing the Pew Bible, you'll find it on page 1010. It says to me, and it says to you, because we're going to read the words that are in the text. We then who are strong ought to do something. What is that something? It says, bear with the scruples or the weaknesses of the weak, and not to please ourselves. Man, isn't that sad, brother? Couldn't get to church today. Well, I'm on my way because I got to go get my blessing. And I want to get there early so I can get in the front row and make sure I get all of my blessing. That's not what these brothers did. How do you know that, Pastor John? Well, we're going to see in the text that whenever they got here and they took him to where Jesus was, by the time they got there, the place was so packed, they could not get in through the front door. Leads me to believe this was not something that they decided the night before and they just woke up late. It could very well be, and now I'm taking a little liberty, it could be they were on their way to hear what Jesus was talking about and saw the man. And they said, let us stop and minister to this man here. And in having dialogue, it turns out, man, we know exactly where you need to be. Are you ready? Let's go. 1, 2, pick up. Now let's go. And collectively, they're going to carry him to Jesus. Our community, my brothers and sisters, I'm just crazy enough to believe we can own this. I'm crazy enough to believe we can own the condition of our community by taking it upon ourselves to make sure not only do we have compassion, but that we are conditioned to carry those who are in need to Christ. What does that mean? That means when they cuss you out, you stand there and say, you know what? I love you anyway. By the way, do you know Jesus? Why don't you come to church with me next week? I just cussed you out. That's all right. I've been cussed out by better.